morning everyone, welcome to my channel. It's the 11th of December, I want to say January then, 11th of December 23. I'm coming back online after having a bit of a virus which has left me with a cough, so if I'm coughing I apologise, I'm trying not to. This is the second time of me trying to record this video as well, so the energy is quite intense. And it's a video for the new moon in Sagittarius, but we've got so much going on and I've made lots of notes, so my brain's a bit foggy still, and yeah, so I've just written lots of things down. So the new moon in Sagittarius tomorrow, the 12th of December, very powerful day, 12-12 portal, and it's conjunct with both the sun and the moon. And this is making us look at what we want to create at this time. So it's an energy of tying up loose ends so that we can step into the new energy of the new year. We've learnt a lot this year and we just want to let go of what no longer serves us, what we're not prepared to put up with anymore, so that we can have this new start in 2024 that was talked about right at the beginning of 2023, to be fair. So think about what is inspiring and what will uplift you at this time and what you no longer want. Think about what you need to focus on to move forward in your life and what you need to let go of, and take, take previous life experiences, wisdom and knowledge and what you've learned over this life journey, really, and take this forward into your next chapter of your life. So Sag is a extra powerful energy with Mars, which is travelling behind the sun and the moon, which means Mars is pushing the energy forward to propel us forward, to get us to take action. So during November, we had the sun and the Mars conjunct at 24 degrees of Scorpio. After that conjunction, that is now that we only have every 2 years, it's now the sun is behind, or Mars is behind the sun. So we're picking up on what is behind the sun's energy, making sure things keep moving us forward. And Mars is asking us to look at something which is stopping us from doing that, from taking those next steps, from moving forward. So with Mars travelling behind the sun and the moon, it shows us we have the support to take something forward. And what does this mean for you? Because it will mean something different for everybody. If I'm looking a bit closer today, I'm doing this on my iPad because my phone storage is full, so I'm going to have to sort that out. So maybe Sandra will bring me a new iPhone, maybe not. Anyway, the Sagittarius energy expands you further on what you've known before. It takes you further in our learning and understanding, and you can see things from a much higher perspective. You know, what we've been through this year is elevated, it's changed our frequency, it's lifted us up. We've let go of a lot of stuff, we've let go of situations and people, and that always raises up our vibration, always, so that we can see the bigger perspective. So it's time to tune into to what you want to work towards. What are your goals for 24? Remember, new moon is always about intentions. So you could even do your vision board now. Everybody waits to January, but you could do it now if you want to. Why not? It's great energy to do it under. So this energy is a mutable fire sign with Sagittarius, which brings a sense of growth, enthusiasm, excitement. It's connecting us with clarity to see the bigger picture of our lives. It's exciting times, and this could have you feeling what you really want to, that you really want to do something, or you've wanted to do it for some time. You could just be pondering and just thinking, I want to do this now. Why am I waiting until January? I want to do this now. I think it would be good for me to do this now, or to do this next, whatever it is for you. You may well feel inspired to do things, but you're not really sure why. Yeah, that is very prominent energy at the moment, because we want a change. Okay, we want that new start. So Sagittarius energy helps you to have faith and to trust in what your next steps are. Anything is possible, okay, under this new moon in Sagittarius. It's just like a much gentler, more positive, exciting energy. So the energy may have you feeling excited, being open to new and new opportunities, new situations, knowing that you're ready to move forward. You've done the work. it's time for you now. It could even be something, like I said, that you weren't even interested in, or that you didn't think you could achieve, or that you weren't capable of doing, or it wasn't even on your radar. But under this energy, it's coming up for you, and it's like, actually, yeah, I do want to do that, and yeah, I want to do it now. That is the vibrational frequency at this time. So this new moon in Sagittarius is getting you to look at what you want next to manifest in your life. But of course, there is some ifs and buts. So it's also important to be aware, as the sun and the moon are making a trine with the North Node at 21 degrees of Aries, which is always the new astrological year for me when Aries comes in. It's like, yes. Aries always feels light and fresh and exciting. But she's in retrograde, okay? And this is the trusting energy. You're trusting something that's calling to you. So where you're putting your attention on what you're being called to do or bring in is the energy of Aries, and you need to trust that. So the Aries energy is about you. It's about the self. It's not about all those around you. It's what you want, okay? And sometimes you're going to get people go, oh, you're being selfish. You're just thinking of yourself. Well, if you're someone like me, you don't do that very often. So if I'm in self mode, you know I've not got much more to give, and I need to look at myself and to fill myself back up. And I think a lot of us are in that situation right now. So if you're looking after you and you're putting yourself first, I just want to say that's not selfish. That's looking after you. And if you're being called that, it's their stuff, not yours. So I just had to say that. There could be something that you're being drawn to or pulled to, that you feel you've got your name, that's got your name on it. It's like, this is for you. You've got to do this. You're the one to do it. Nobody else can do this but you. Okay? So Aries is helping you to connect to your full potential and really know what you're capable of, because you're capable of much more than you think you are. It will help you to really dig deep. And I know you're going to say, God, I've been digging deep all year. And yes, we have. But we can go deeper. We can connect to that inner courage that is much stronger than you realise. But this courage gives you the courage and independence to do something on your own, as well as collaborate with someone else. So what is it that you want to do for you? This could be for yourself, personal life, or it could be in your job or business or your relationship, yeah? As well as having the opportunity to do that which has your name on it, written all over it. So you can do something that's got your name written all over it, but you've also got the energy of doing something for you. So Sag is working also with the North Node, and this is the energy of new starts. Breathe out. At last, everyone's going. So we will have you feeling, it will have you feeling you need to, you need to tie up some loose ends, but you're ready for this new start. You need this new start. You're welcoming in this new start. You deserve this new start. And this is the energy of Aries. So we also have Chiron at play at 15 degrees of Aries. Okay. And this is also making a trine to the sun and the moon. Plus the Mars and Chiron energy, all is helping us to realise what we've gone through. What we've gone through this year, what we've gone through the last few years, what we've healed, and what still needs healing, what still needs to be looked at, confronted, the box taken off the shelf and looked at, all of that. So it's highlighting what you want, but also have awareness and determination of what you don't. So yeah, it's very much like that. It's like, I want this, but oh, this is all going on. Oh, okay, well, I'll just park that. No, this is now, I'm doing this. Yeah, this is going on. But I don't want this anymore. I don't want that drama. I don't want those people in my life. I don't want that situation. I want this. And it's a clear, determined, boundaried energy that you know who you are and you know what you want. And no one's going to stop you. So you know exactly what you need in your life and you won't settle for less. So you could be finding yourself having some quite difficult conversations, maybe arguments, really having to get your opinion across, and making those around you at work or in your personal life, in your business, understand where you're coming from, because you may be an empath and we sometimes do things to the detriment of ourselves because we like helping other people. But this is a time for us now. We've got to fill ourselves back up to be able to move forward and help other people. But it's like if you've not had boundaries, or people think, oh, she has a soft touch. If we just keep on, she'll change her mind. This is no, I am not settling. I'm not settling. I won't settle for less. And Chiron is going to be stationed direct on the 27th of December, which is the next full moon. So you've still got time to look at all this, to let it go on the 27th before we step into the new energy of 24. So this will slow us down. It will give us that time to just slow down and understand who we really are. Deep healing will be available to us all. And you may be feeling that you're putting a plaster on things at the moment, and that's okay. Anything that feels a bit tender or a bit raw, or you've tried to discuss and tried to move forward, but for whatever reason that's not happening, it's okay to feel tender and sore and put a plaster on it. And I'm talking about an energetic plaster, of course, here. To put it in the box and put it on the shelf. But the difference is here, you feel, you may be feeling a bit insecure, but you have the answers. You might not have all of them, but you have a certain degree of awareness. So you're not ignoring it by parking it and putting it on the shelf. You're aware it's there. But right now it's nearly Christmas and it's just like, oh, I know I want to clear it before the new year, but it's all too much right now. And that is the energy with Chiron being stationed, because you have the support you need to go forward. Before you were not ready, but now you are, and you are not prepared to settle for less. This is who you are. This is what you want in your life. This is what you expect from others. This is what you're prepared to give to others. You are ready. Previously, you were not in the right place, but you are now. So you will be feeling different because you've been through a hell of a lot this year. Hell of a lot. And what you've been through has taught you who you truly are. You've managed to shed many skins, many layers, and you are very much ready under the Sagittarius new moon to plan something or move ahead with the knowledge which is best for you. For you. Remember, the Sag energy is about the self. What is the best? What is best for your highest good? Not everybody else, you. A new beginning awaits you, which the North Node energy is bringing in. Okay? But this new beginning is different, because this new beginning is coming from a healed place. And Chiron and Aries are providing you with the courage. You're able to do something differently without the past holding you back. So you're coming from a completely different space. You've done a lot of work this year. You've done a lot of healing. Yeah, we've still always got something to work on and heal. But you have released a lot of layers. It may, and it has been tough. And you're like, oh, God, I can't carry on like this. It needs to change. It's going to change. It may be that you have moved through something that was difficult and didn't feel right. It could have been unexpected. It may have caused some drama in your life. It certainly has for me. And it was very hurtful. Yeah, it can be very hurtful. It may have even been damaging to your business, your work, or your relationship. And these are the themes of Chiron. But you have Aries giving you the support to do things differently. And the Sagittarius is helping you to move past these issues. So you could be feeling that you're over it. You're done. You've moved forward from something and you now understand the lessons you've learned, and now you're ready for the new start. That doesn't repeat anything from the past. Now you may be feeling, I'm done with this. Or you may be thinking, right, you've got one more chance. Or I'm going to just do this one more time. If you continue your behaviour, or I continue my behaviour in this relationship or situation, then we're done. It's last chance saloon energy as well. But some of you may have got to that point where it's like, done. Okay? And that's okay. Because as we move forward, we're not repeating the past. So let it flow. Do not go... I'll talk about that in a minute. So I want to keep with my notes, as I'm going to lose my theme. You're now ready to know who you truly are, and to step into a new way, that you're ready for the next chapter to do things differently due to, as I said, all that you've learned along this journey, not just this year, your whole life patterns, your woundings, your traumas, all have come up and are still coming up to be healed, giving you the opportunity. You now know what didn't and doesn't work or was not right for you. Okay? You are worthy and deserving to have the very best in your life and to be treated with the utmost respect and love. Don't settle for anything less. So you could now realise what it is that stirred you up or triggered you, and that an old wounding has been stirred up by a situation or by someone. And that is a gift, because it's giving you the opportunity and possibility to heal that and to be able to move forward. So you may be left feeling insecure and vulnerable, but by realising all of this and working with this energy and working with your stuff and your layers and your traumas, it raises your frequency. It raises you up, and you start to feel better. You start to feel there is hope, that things will change, that they're not going to stay the same, because they never do. But what we focus on is what we get more of. So we have to, I know it's really hard when you're going through a really dark night of the soul or a deep wounding, and I've been there this last couple of weeks. That's why I've got this chest thing, pretty sure of it. It's knowing that it's a blessing, because it's making you look at it so you can let it go, that you can heal it, and you can have this new start. You're ready to move forward, and let's not force it. Just let it flow. Just let it come up. Deal with it in the moment. Don't worry about what the next layer is going to be. Just deal with each layer. This is the strong Sagittarius energy enabling all of this, okay, to come up for healing. It's now time under this energy to stay open, to see things play out, and just see how it goes. You know, if you're on those last chance saloons, or it's like, oh, I'm going to do this one more time, or I'm going to try to do this one more time, and then I'm going to try and do it differently. You're now able to trust and stay open and know what you want. You have clear expectations under the Sagittarian energy, which may well narrow your path, which is the flip side of Sagittarius, which is what I was going to talk about just now. Now, the flip side of Sag, something nice, excuse me a moment. The flip side of Sagittarius is control. So, you've got to let go of the control. You've got to let go of, and this is so hard, right? But this is a massive learning, and I'm going through this, right? It's like, this needs to happen. That needs to work out. This needs to happen on this day. You know, really into that controlling energy. For me, for this to change, this needs to happen. But we're not in control of other people. We're only in control of how we respond to that. And we have choices as well. So let go of what, it needs to play out like this. We need to let go of that control, and allow the possibilities and opportunities to come in. So just check in with yourself under this strong Sag energy, because it will give you the opportunity to see if you're absolutely judging yourself or trying to control the situation instead of allowing it to flow. For something you may be judging yourself for something you did or you didn't do, or you wished you had or you wished you hadn't. But you are now travelling with that level of awareness, of self-expectation, that will and this can limit your frequency. So let it flow, let that go. In turn, this will limit how you can and will grow, and what you can choose if we limit our opportunities. So if we go into control, we're limiting our opportunities and miracles and possibilities. So let's expand and allow it to play out, because that's how it's meant to be. How you finish something is how you start it as well. So be aware of that. So the Sagittarius energy is getting us now to look at the bigger picture and to look beyond what we think something should look like. It's time to dream big, because the universe always has a bigger and better plan for you than you will ever have for yourself. So what are you ready to start and let go of? All the expectations and judgments, or control, of how it's going to look and how it's going to be and how it's going to turn out. Instead, you're not going to know, because you're coming from a higher frequency, a higher vibration. You're moving forward, and you're more healed than you were when you did this before. And you're able to fully understand yourself, because you know what you want and you know what you don't want. And you know who you truly are and what you want in your life and what you will not accept. There's no settling energy at the end of this year. So in addition to the sun and the moon, which is trining with Chiron, and the North Node, which are also squaring Neptune at 24 degrees of Pisces, the square with Neptune may bring in some confusion. And the connection with the Sag energy with Pisces brings the energy of trust, the ability to be able to trust in what you're not able to see yet. And that is huge. Okay, so it's really very much about grounding and staying in the moment. Not worrying about tomorrow. I know it's so hard to do. I'm really bad at that. But I'm also honest with you that I'm bad at that, okay? So, yeah, we do need to plan ahead, but don't go too far ahead, is what I'm hearing. So, so it's bringing in some confusion. So we've got a trust in what you're not able to see, and it brings us an opening energy to receive miracles and new adventures. And these can be things that you've not planned on showing up right now. They weren't expected. You were wondering if things would ever change for the better, as I said. You're holding on to that cliff by your fingertips. So when this happens, it's all about divine timing, always. And you need to continue to trust and make time to connect to your higher self. Make sure you stay open to all possibilities and all opportunities. And keep trusting on what you are unable to see yet. And stay open to these opportunities and these miracles that are coming your way. So you may have this internal battle going on. I know I have right now. And this could be a battle between the ego and the intuition. So you feel that there's a part of you that wants to trust and believe. But the other part is like, oh, do you? Do you really want that? And it wants to know all the answers. Your ego wants to know it now. It's not prepared to flow. You could be getting new ideas coming in, and you could be questioning that. If you should start that now or just go for it. Or shall I just wait? Shall I wait a bit longer? And this waiting is down to fear. Fear of what may happen or not happen. Let that go and trust in your inner guidance and wisdom, because that's so much more powerful, your intuition. So Neptune is the planet that holds our fears, which is connected to our inner power. Fears of trusting the unknown, and this energy could keep you at a standstill. But we have the energy of Mars, and with the energy of Mars comes the help to move forward. The universe wants us to move forward all of the time, and to trust in what comes in is that of our highest and best good. And that's not always easy to do. But when we have stuff coming up, these triggers, these are woundings, behaviours playing out again, situations playing out again, know that you are coming from a different place, even if you're in the same situation again, because you're not going to do it the same. You're not going to settle. You're not going to have your boundaries crossed, because you know that you're worth more, that you know that you can come, you've got more wisdom. You know how it plays out because you've been there before, and you're not doing it again. You're not repeating the same patterns, habits, beliefs. So, on New Year's Eve, we have Jupiter going to go station with Taurus at 6 degrees. My son's 21st birthday. So, this energy brings in lots of spiritual protection and some options for some of you. You will feel the angels and the beings supportively surrounding you, giving you the strength and the nudges to move forward. This energy will open us up to seeing problems in a different way, enabling us to see practical solutions, ways of doing it differently. So with Jupiter in retrograde with Taurus, this gives us the patience. You know, I hate that word because I'm not patient, although I'm getting better as I get older. And time is able to come back. It's given us that time to come back, to go within, to come back to the peace that we have within us and to observe what's going on around us. But we can stay in our own lane, stay in our peace, staying in the moment. So Jupiter may have you feeling like you're at a standstill until it moves direct. But with Jupiter and Taurus together in the mix, the energy is about being aware of what we value long term, what we are moving towards, what we value in long term, not in the now, but long term. What is it that you need long term to fulfill yourself? And this helps bring in clarity of what we want, and this helps us to move forward, knowing that there will be things that come up when we're feeling a bit unsure, a bit wobbly, and we can't see the whole picture, and we're begging for the next piece of the puzzle, leaves us deflated and we feel stuck. But the Jupiter energy is keeping you steady. It's okay, it's reassuring. And Taurus provides us with the determination to keep going. Don't give up. Don't give up, keep going. You've come so far, don't give up now. You may find that you have had to stick with something that's been really tough, but you've had to see it through, to have patience with yourself and a knowing of when the energy feels heightened to be brave and take action. So you will know when you need to have that conversation. You will know when you go, done. You've had your chance, boom. Because it's last chance saloon, okay? Jupiter is trining Mercury in retrograde at 8 degrees of Capricorn, which is happening on the same day as the new moon, the 12th of December. And Mercury provides the energy of an assessment point. So this may find you slowing down again tomorrow in sitting with your ideas and all of your situations and all the pieces of the puzzle, be it people, places, situations. You'll be thinking about all the aspects that are involved, and you'll be thinking about this before you decide what your next step is. It's like playing chess. You may find you stay in a pause moment longer due to not having all the facts. But Mercury in Capricorn has you wanting to know where you're going. What do you need to commit to? What is important for you? And what do you need to wait to see? But Jupiter is pushing you on to move forward and has your back. You may feel, to hell with it, I'm going to do it now. To hell with you, I'm going. But what comes up, I will deal with, because I'm stronger, I have more wisdom, I have more knowledge, and I've healed stuff, and I'm not repeating the same patterns. So you will deal with whatever comes up. If you take that bravery and go, right, I'm doing it. I'm starting my new start now. And I will deal with whatever comes up in the moment, and I will work through it. That's huge. But you can do it. So we have a trine with Mercury and Jupiter in all the earth signs, and I'm one of those, enabling you to see something very clearly, very, very clearly. And this could be within a message or a document or an email or a text that you receive. It's evidence of what you've suspected. And you then have the place to read, you have that place, you have that time to read through it, absorb it, think it through before moving, just before you move forward. So it's just going to slow us down a little bit. Let's just take a breath. Yeah, just take a breath. Remember, earth signs move slower than fire signs. So there is a bit of a push-pull energy here. So you're moving forward towards something, but you're just not going to have all the pieces of the puzzle. And we never do. It's time not to overthink things, though. And I do that a lot. So be in the now, so it doesn't stop you from moving forward if you choose to. So you've got that opportunity to move forward now, to pause, reflect, just make sure you've got all your pieces, or what pieces have I got missing. And then you could decide if you're going to jump in or if you're going to wait for another piece of the puzzle. And that's okay. There's no judgment. You decide what you want to do. But it doesn't stop you moving forward if you choose to do that. So this is a real time for reflection and to really know what you want and to make a plan. And you may find it's a secret plan for right now, that you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to discuss it with those that are close to you. You can move forward, and you may find you want to keep your plan to yourself, and that's okay. You may find you don't want to tell everyone what you're thinking about, or you have an inner knowing of what you want and that you're ready to take the next steps. But it's just Mercury in retrograde that may be making you review the ideas or situations before you take those steps. So just be mindful of that as well, that you can actually take action and move forward now. So the new moon may well have you feeling restless, impatient, overthinking. If I don't do it now, when should I do it? I need to try to do it now, or I might just change your mind and never do it. It's that sort of push-pull energy with the planets. So this is the push-pull, but it's time to step forward, to do it differently, because you will. Because you have learnt from the past and you will not settle for anything anymore. This is what I expect of you. This is what I give to you. This is the situation. I'm prepared to do X. I'm not prepared to do Y anymore. So you've learnt from the past. There are lots of ways things are going to play out, okay? There's lots of opportunities. There's lots of miracles. There's lots of opportunities that you can't even see, that you aren't even aware of right now under this energy. So it's important to stay open and get ready for this new start, because it's coming, like it or not. So I am going to pull some cards from a new deck before I finish. And I managed not to cough, didn't I? Fantabby-dozy. You heard me last week. So the Moonology messages. New deck from Yasmin Bolan. I love the triangle. Connected to the intuition. Metatron is the rainbow energy. You know, he's my main guide. So let's have 2 cards to finish this off, because I've rambled on for 30 minutes. She's unlike me. I don't normally do these long videos. But I wasn't able to do one last week. So what have we got here? Forgiveness, support. Intuition. So we've got forgiveness. Who do you need to forgive under this full moon? Remember, new moon is about new beginnings, but you can do letting go as well as intentions. I tend to do both under a new moon. Who have you got to forgive? Or the first step of forgiveness is acceptance. Remember, people are doing the best they can with what they have and what they've learned on their journey, the same as you. Remember to forgive yourself. Yeah, and you've got all this beautiful light of the moon really highlighting traumas, situations, woundings, and giving you the opportunity to forgive those people or situations, and forgive yourself the part that you've played, because you will have, and to move forward. You've got support. You've got angelic support, but look outside of yourself for the support that you may need from others right now. Just a listening ear may be all you need, or a hug. And most importantly, follow your inner guidance, your intuition, because that go within. Meditation is key right now. Getting out in nature, keeping grounded, drinking enough water, getting enough sleep is all going to help us with that intuition and where we move next and where we go to next. So I'm going to love and leave you. I hope to be able to fit another video in before Christmas. We've got another week before the festivities really get going. So I hope this helps. Please drop your comments below. I love to hear from you all. If you want a reading, I'm still doing that offer. If you look on my Facebook page under my name, Michelle West, you'll see there that I'm offering discounted readings until the end of the year. So if you feel guided to see what clarity you need to have, or what your next piece may be, if you're feeling stuck at this time and you want that desperately for that new start, then please get in touch at michellewestinfo@gmail.com. I've also got my Soul to Soul membership group meeting tomorrow, where we'll be working on all of this, and we've also got our resident EFT tapping lady Lisa Ty as well with us, to release old stuff and to bring in new. And we're going to be setting some intentions for what we need to sow next year. So if you want to be part of that, again, michellewestinfo@gmail.com. If you want to join us for a one-off, it's £20. Otherwise, it's £35 a month. And we do 2 live calls for that. So lots of love. Have a great day. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now.